fall down, clean up the place all around. Welcome to live well. Welcome to live well. Oh, your food natural.
Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel guys, welcome back. In today's video guys, we're going to be doing some spring onions and we're going to be sowing some carrot seeds guys. So, hang around for that guys. So basically, here's our spring onions. These ones actually do have a variety guys. So they're called purple lilies, So we're going to be getting our purple lilies started today. And I have got some, normal green, like white Lisbon onions coming as well. But we'll start off with these here because they look like they've been in the pot for long enough, guys. So as you can see, we've got our bed, ready here. Nice and watered, lightly, with a layer of compost on top of it, guys, just to try to give it a little bit of, food organically, guys. A little bit of food organically. All right, so what we're going to be doing, guys, is we're going to be starting off, like this. As you can see, we've got a nice little root ball in here guys. So once you've got your roots like that, it gives you more of a better chance of getting your germinations started guys. And also you might have noticed, right, that there's a bunch of them. It's not just like one. So as you know, this may be one of the best ways here for you to grow, like a bunch of spring onions, at the same time, if you don't have a lot of space. So like that, you can grow them in pots. You can grow them in your beds or even just on your windowsills, what I'm saying to you. So, and you'll always have a bounty. You can always come, cut the top, and it will grow back again, and it will grow back again, guys. So, we're going to start off, I have watered the bed, but as it is literally the first watering, we've got the dry going on. So, what we're going to do, guys, is just put some water in every hole first. But we'll just do the spacing out first, and you can just see roughly what I'm doing with that. Now I'm just basically putting these guys basically 2 to 3 inches away from each other. So it's nothing, too far and nothing too close. It's just close enough for them to, grow and develop. They don't really take a lot of space, Alright guys, so after putting water in the holes, as you can see, there's the, the trace of the water. I've just basically made 3 holes next to each other and I've just poured the water across, trying to, trying to get it to absorb as much water as possible, guys. Right, so the process is not real hard, guys. As you know, we're trying to do this for our own self-sufficiency, for our own kitchen, and just learning in general. It's an important skill to have, learning to grow your own food. So these guys, I'm going to try to put them in like a little bit deeper than I would normally do, guys, just so that they're able to hold the water. Eventually, once the bed, start being hydrophobic, it will start to hold the water a little bit better. So they will benefit from that. Grab a bit of compost just to give them a bit of structure. And guys, it's good to get your hands dirty in the soil, guys. Don't be afraid, It's all part of the process. And sometimes, it can even feel a bit enjoyable, like therapy. So we're getting our spring onions in, guys. And, for those of us who like cooking, we know that spring onion is something that goes really well with cooking. Salads, so on and so forth. So I'll put this guy a little bit out of space. Let me put him more where he should be, guys. And he will be fine. This bed as well hadn't been getting watered, it's just been sitting there. So hence that it's the way it is. And as I'm doing no dig, guys, it can be a little bit hard, but I just believe even though I'm doing no dig, I should soften the area where I'm going to be planting. I just think it's just a wise thing to do. Just gives these little roots a little something to work with before they get a little bit, big plants, and then they're able to handle the harder ground. Right, I'm trying to go 3 in a row here, but I seem to be going offline, so let's just fix that one up. I just want to say a big thank you, you know, to the guys in the community. I want to say a big thank you to the, you know, the returning subscribers. Guys, thank you, it's well appreciated. And if you're new here for the first time, guys, you know, we're trying to grow, you know, organic food, organic vegetables, guys, in a very simple way. You know, nothing hard about it. We're just trying to keep it a way that you can keep up, learn something if you haven't seen it before. I mean, me, myself, I'm still learning. But I'm just trying to show, you know, as I'm learning what I'm doing, so other people, you, maybe can learn as well, guys. So why not? Let's be self-sufficient and let's grow our own food. And that's the message I'm trying to kind of, you know, put across with the channel, guys. And yes, guys, as you know, we always like to talk about our vitamins, guys. It contains vitamin K, vitamin C, and it's got great fiber, guys. Great fiber. And you know, fiber is good for the, you know? Yeah, so grow some. Yeah, guys? Grow some with me, guys. That's what I'm trying to say. Grow some with me. It's not really hard. You know, just a little bit of time and a little bit of effort, guys, and you'll be growing, you know, what you'll be classing as, you know, the best tasting food, guys. The best tasting food. So we just got a few more to go, guys. We'll just add them in. And these will take, you know, about 3 months, guys. 3 months to maturity. They take about the same time as an onion, you know. It's just that they're small onions, you know, or as we may call it where I'm from, we call them small onions, you know. So the small onions take about the same time to mature in size, in flavor, just like a normal onion, guys. We will be adding the, you know, the normal green ones, the white Lisbons, but they're just a little bit small at the moment in the pot. So hopefully in the next couple of weeks, when they get to about this size, I'll be putting them on the next side, on the other side of the carrot maybe, or, you know, try to kind of do it in a way where it helps with the carrot root flies, you know, kind of disguise the smells. So I was thinking of just growing the carrots in the middle and then grow the other set on the other side, and then hopefully that might help, you know, disguise the smell of the carrots. But, you know, we'll see, guys, we'll see. Down to our last two, guys. Done. Our last one. And you could split these guys in half, but I'm just trying to grow them in clumps. And over time, what's going to happen is when they start getting a little bit bigger, I'm just going to take one or two, you know, one or two of the bigger ones, and, you know, that will slow down on the harvest, you know, rather than just harvesting the whole pack and then, you know, it might go off. So this is a great way of, you know, just taking what you need at a time. So try it, maybe try it, guys. Yeah, so we've done the spring onions, guys. Now we're going to move over to the carrots, because I believe, you know, I'm a little bit behind on the sowing, so I'm going to try to sow maybe 2 per video when I can. All right, guys, so it's the same process with the carrot. I'm just basically gonna be doing trenches, you know, just gonna grow along like this, guys, and do 3 trenches. And guys, if you're a new gardener, you know, I'm saying to you, I'm trying to keep it simple here, so, you know, you can just follow along. It's not very, very hard, guys. Just trying to keep it so you keep it going. Alright, guys, so once we've done our little trenches, one thing I would advise here is to, you know, pour water along the trench where you're going to be putting your carrots, guys. You know, now this is super important, right? Because carrots, they like to be in a moist environment. And if the actual, you know, area dries out once you put the seed in, these guys may not actually start to grow, you know, they just like it moist. So this just gives you a little bit of, you know, a little bit of insurance, maybe an extra day or 2 of the actual area staying moist than if you had just put it in the dry soil and then watered over it. This one here, I believe, is just a much better method. Yes, guys, so once you've put your water in your trenches, just allow it to just soak in a bit. And then we're going to be growing these 2 carrots this year, guys. I think these ones are called Nemtus 2 and these ones are Autumn King 2. So one of them is actually on, you know, like, I don't know, this new kind of way that the seeds come now. They come in these little, you know, little white things. You put them down, like, I don't know, it's like a little chain. You got the seeds in them, and then you just follow along. Right, so these guys here, I don't know if they do it because they can save seeds, like they can save money on the seeds, because now you know the exact amount that's going to be in every packet. Or if it's just, you know, if it's just a new way to help the gardeners keep their carrots thinned out, so they don't have to come back and waste seeds and waste carrots by thinning out, you know. So this year what I'm going to actually do though is I'm going to grow these guys here in the middle. Sorry, these guys here in the middle, like this. I don't know if you've seen this before, but it's the actual first time I'm growing my carrots like this, guys. So, you know, it's an experiment and see if these guys actually work, because I normally just broadcast my seeds, you know. So I'm just gonna lay them, try to lay it as good as I can along the trench. And carrots, they don't really, the seeds don't really need to be buried, you know, very deep, guys, you know. You're literally talking about 1 inch, you know, to no deeper than 2 inches. Right. So we've got our one line in the middle. I think that's good enough. And we've got these guys, and this is how I like to do my seeds, guys. I don't know, you tell me in the comments, do you prefer these, or do you prefer to broadcast your seeds, you know, like this? To me, when I have the seeds like this in my hands, you know what I mean, I get a better feel. I get that feel of nature, how your carrots seeds look. Very small, guys, very small. So on a windy day, I'll be very careful, you know. If today was windy, I probably wouldn't try to be sowing this, because they'd be trying to fly everywhere. So these guys here, I'm gonna broadcast them like this, you know, just generously, not going crazy. But these guys, I'll be coming back and thinning out anyway, you know. I'll just try to get to the same length as the tape here. And I'll be doing the same thing on the other side, guys. Just gently, guys, gently. These little baby seeds will grow up to be carrots, guys. And that's the amazing thing about nature, you know. Nature is the greatest multiplier on earth. Alright, guys, so now we finished broadcasting them. Yeah, we're just only gonna cover them up real lightly, you know. I'm not even gonna use my shovel. I'm just literally just gonna, you know, brush my hands across the soil like this, and it's literally a light covering, because we don't want to get these guys too deep and then they're unable to come up. Now, guys, once it's covered and you've got a little good depth, you know, you can, you know, come back with your shovel and just give it a little dab, just to make sure that your seeds are sealed and it's all touching the soil, is in contact with your seeds, you know what I'm saying? And carrots work like most other vegetables, guys. We're looking between 3 months, you know, 2.5 to 3 months, depending what variety of carrots you're growing. These carrots will hopefully be ready, and we should be able to make some lovely dishes out of them, guys. You know what I'm saying? Right, so now the next step is basically to give them a water, guys. So I'm gonna, you know, reconnect the hose just to give it a nice little soaking, like a gentle watering, and then that will be the ending of today's, you know, activities in the allotment, guys. I'm really hoping you've enjoyed our little short video on our spring onions and our carrots sowing, guys. Leave it in the comment if you have. Yeah, even if there's anything that I could even improve on, guys. If you're a regular sub and you see there's something I can improve on or I can talk about, please let me know in the comment, guys, because we're all here to grow together. And on that note, guys, live well, guys, and together we grow. Yes, I.